Good morning, everyone. This is Elaine from Annabella's. Welcome back to floss tube number 97. I can't believe I've done almost 100 of these floss tubes. So welcome. I hope that you are going to enjoy the time we spent together this morning. If you are new to my channel, I'm so happy that you found me. I hope that you'll take a minute and look up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell. That's just going to let you know when I've uploaded a new video or I have some fun news to share. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back every week, spending a little bit of time with me on Fridays, and thank you also for going ahead and subscribing to my channel. Believe it or not, that really helps a lot. So I appreciate it. I've got so much to share with you today. Let's see, if you are new to my channel, let me just real quick tell you a little bit about my philosophy here at Annabella's. It's also Elaine's personal philosophy. And basically that is that it's perfectly okay to be perfectly imperfect. And what I mean by that is if you are cross-stitching or quilting or paper crafting and you make a mistake along the way, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't take what you're working on and stick it in a drawer. Finish it off, gift it to a friend, display it in your home, but just recognize that it's okay if you're not perfect. And I certainly am not perfect. So I hope that you'll subscribe to that philosophy too, and that if you do, you'll use the hashtag perfectly imperfect whenever you're sharing your perfectly imperfect FFO. So that's just a little bit about what my philosophy is. A little bit of a life update. Last week, I was kind of under the weather quite a bit. So we didn't do craft tube on Wednesday and we didn't do our sit and stitching, and I apologize for that. I'm still not 100%, but we opened up the shop yesterday, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. And that was my first full day back. And then today is Friday. So normally I film on Thursday. So I'm rushing to get this done. You know, I'm fine now, but it's just a virus. It's just a virus. It's not COVID or anything, but you know, it kind of kicked me down for the count. So I was able, actually, when I was home all week, I made some banana bread from scratch. Now, I know that's very random. You don't hear me talk much about what I do at home. But you know, Terry had these nasty looking bananas on the counter, and I don't know. They don't appeal to me at all when they're like that. So I thought, well, let me just go ahead and make some banana bread. So I was housebound, so I was going stir crazy. So I went with him to the grocery food store. And while we were there, I decided to look up a recipe that I found online, took it home, adapted it to my mom's recipe, and went ahead and made the most fantastic banana nut bread. So if you go to my blog at annabellas.net later today, it may not be up right away, I will go ahead and post the recipe. I don't have a photo of the bread because we ate it all. But I'll go ahead and post a photo that I find somewhere. But if you want to make some delicious banana nut bread, there you go. Just a little idea to maybe do this weekend. So yesterday was phenomenal. You guys, we opened up our local needle workshop here in Waynesville, North Carolina, and it was amazing. It's a soft opening. Our grand opening isn't until later this month. I'll tell you about that in a second. But we had a soft opening, and Terry and I were just absolutely tickled pink. We had folks that drove in from Tennessee. We had people that came from Charlotte, which is about 2.5 hours from here. We had people come from all over, and just such a warm welcoming, not only by just the local folks that live here in Waynesville and Maggie and the surrounding areas here in Western North Carolina, but folks that actually took a day off from work and got in their car and drove. So it was great. You know, everything's not perfectly imperfect. I'm still putting price tags on thousands of items that are in the shop. I was hoping to do it this week, but I was homesick and I couldn't do it. So everyone was wonderful. They had to, you know, wait till I looked something up to give them the price. But we're going to work on that this coming week. So our grand opening, and I'm going to insert a couple photos here as I'm talking, just to show you a little bit. People have asked, what does the store look like? You got to come to see it if you want to see, but here's just a few random photos if you want to see it. Our grand opening, which is our grand opening and Christmas open house, is December 17th from 10 until 4 here at the shop. And we're going to have games and prizes and things of that sort. So if you're in the area, we would love to have you stop in and say hello to us. You don't have to shop, but we would certainly love to meet you if you are in the area, or if you watch me on FlossTube. It would be so great to get to see you in person. And then what we're going to do is on Sunday, because we do have folks that come in from different areas, on Sunday we are closed, but we are going to have a sit and stitch in right here in our gathering place. So when I designed the shop, I set aside a separate room completely, which is where you're seeing me. It's my studio, but it is large enough for us to have a sit and stitch in. And I think we can hold maybe 18 people in here. So if you want, you can stay overnight. Sometime this weekend, I'll post on annabellas.net some information on some affordable area hotels right here in the area for folks who might want to spend the night. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be in the shop all day, sitting and stitching and relaxing, listening to Christmas music. I don't know if I'll have my TV up yet in here, put on some Hallmark channel. And if you want to join me, that would be just wonderful. So just send me a shout out if you think you're going to be coming to Annabella's shop at gmail.com. If you don't have to email me if you're coming to the open house and the grand opening, but if you want to stay over in the area, or you want to come to the sit and stitch in, just let me know, because space will be limited and I'll have to cut it off at 18. So it'll be fun. Okay, let's see what else. Retreats. Let me have a sip of water real quick. Terry's next door getting his hair cut, which means I have no coffee yet, or muffin, which I need in the morning. So I'm waiting for him to get here with my coffee. Retreat, wonderful news. So you know that the All Things Winter Retreat with Primrose Cottage Stitches is right around the corner. I can't believe it's in a month. It's like, oh God, stress, but it's coming quick. And we have just a couple of spots left. So if you want to join us and you want to meet all of the wonderful girls from Primrose Cottage, please do so. You can register at crossstitchretreats.com, and it's going to be a wonderful weekend. And then our spring retreat is with Teresa Kogut in her home state of Michigan. And registration is open for that as well. So you can also go to crossstitchretreats.com. There is an information packet there, so you can get all the information about the retreat that we've put together. The schedule is there. It's kind of, always subject to change when until we get to the actual date. But it'll give you a really good idea of what a fabulous weekend it's going to be. And I'm sure all of you would just love to spend some time with Teresa. She's just wonderful. So we're very excited about that. And we're so happy that, she can just drive over from her home and spend the weekend with all of you. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Got your ears lowered?
Yes.
He's back. Where's the coffee? Yeah, no coffee. Oh. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, so I'm going to show you some whips right now, and then I'm going to show you some new items that came into the shop. And I may be a little discombobulated because I don't have the actual products of some of these, because they just came out last night, so they're not here yet. They'll be here Monday or Tuesday. So I'm going to have to insert pictures on some of the items that I'm going to show you so that you can order them later today, because I'll go ahead and list them in the Etsy shop. So let me just jump right in and show you my whips. The first is a sneak peek. I've been working on this chart of one of our models for a week, and I'm going to have it done this weekend. I hope to finish it into a FFO Sunday, but that means I have to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, which is Saturday, and the shop is open on Saturdays. So I don't know, but one way or another, I'm going to get this finished. So here's just a sneak peek. But this is, look at this. Isn't this adorable? It's called Winter in Blue. And this is going to be a brand new chart that's coming out by Annabella's Needle Art, my daughter and I, next week. So this has been a wonderful, fun stitch. I've really enjoyed it. I think I've mentioned many times that pink and blue are my favorite colors. And I got blue on today. So I've really enjoyed stitching this. I love designing it, but more importantly, I loved stitching it. And I'm stitching this on 32 count white fabric from Fabric Flair. So that's a fun stitch. Then, as I mentioned last week, Cottage Garden Samplings has a new snowman series. It's a 12-month series, and it began with the Needleworker right here. Very wrinkled because this is my working copy. I am stitching mine on 25 count Mushroom Lugana with all the called for floss, and I did this right here. So last week I showed you this, and then I started this, and that color is Weeks Dye Works Grapefruit, and I am stitching with all the called for floss, but I really like this fabric. I got a really big piece, so but anyway, it's coming along nicely. A little slow, you know, because I've been working on our model so much, but I'm enjoying it, and it's going to be beautiful. But I just said out loud, this is a monthly series. I don't know if I'm going to get this done by the time the next one comes out. I'm going to give it an A for effort. But we have a Facebook group, and our Facebook group is growing. So if you would like to join the Needleworker Facebook group and stitch along, not the Needleworker Facebook group, the Snowman Series Facebook group, the link is below, and then you can stitch along with us as we do this over the next year. So check it out and hop on and share your work so we can see how you're coming along on your design. Okay, I have two more to show you. This is a gorgeous chart. I fell in love with this. This is Christmas Party by Twin Peak Primitives. There's actually 3 in the series. I hope to stitch all 3, but I started this one. I'm stitching this on 28 count light ash gray. So last week I had done this, and then last night I started the goose's, is it a duck or a goose? Yeah, it's a goose. I started her hat or her beanie or whatever that is. So I just did that much, but it's coming along really nice. And I like this fabric very, very much. So like I said, that's a 28 count light ash gray. I don't feel good. Let me see what this is here. They stitched it on 16, hold on, model is stitched on 16 count natural Aida as 2/1. So that's natural Aida. And then, like I said, I'm stitching it on the light ash, which I like. I like the way that pops. So there you go. Great design. And I will do all 3 over the next year, probably during Christmas cross stitch week, which we do the 3rd week of every month, just so that you know, not just during Christmas season, but the 3rd week of every month. Everybody who's participating in Christmas cross stitch week or cross stitch Christmas week, can never get the hashtag right. We put aside all our WIPs and we focus strictly on Christmas for that week. So the intent is that by the end of the year, you've actually got some finished projects, because if you're like me, you have multiple Christmas things that you're working on. So, okay, last one. Oh, this is a new start. Who knew? New start, new Facebook group for this series. Country Cottage Needleworks has a brand new series called Big City Christmas. This is the first chart that has come out. It's called Department Store. Why is this here? So I started this week. I'm stitching it on 32 count lamb's wool, which is the called for fabric. And that is how much I've done so far. It is just adorable. So I have to do the 2 more windows across the top here, and then I'll drop down and probably do this much over the weekend. But I really am enjoying this. So join us, stitch along with us. It's so fun, you know, to be part of these groups, because then you're stitching along with us and you are, you know, have some camaraderie, which is always nice. Oh, my computer just went off. We can't have that happen. Okay, that's all I have as far as my WIPs go. So let me show you what else I can share with you. What else have I been working on? Oh, well, I'm just showing you some of the WIPs. The other thing that I'm working on right now, the other project, is Annabella's Needle Art will have a piece that will release to the attendees of the All Things Winter Retreat. So I am stitching that. I'm lying. I'm not stitching it. I have to start it today or tomorrow. I just lied. Oh, I lied on floss tube. I have to stitch it. I haven't started it. I'll insert just a quick sneak peek here. No, I'm not going to do that. Forget I said that. Chop, cut. I'm not going to do that. But I do have to start it, because, you know, it's in 4 weeks and Elaine is dragging her feet stitching Christmas stuff when I should be doing retreat stuff. But we'll get it done. Not to worry. Let me back up for a second. For those folks that are coming to the retreat, I forgot to mention, and I was not feeling well and didn't send out an email. We are looking into getting a Bella bus to take you all down to the cross stitch cupboard in Wilton Manor. So I have a call out to the bus company to make sure that we can get our Bella bus on Sunday, so that those of you that want to go down and spend some time at the cross stitch cupboard, which is a phenomenal shop down in Wilton Manors, which is basically Fort Lauderdale, you'll be able to do that. And I'll get pricing and everything to you early next week. So just so you know, I haven't given up on it, but it's coming and you will love the shop. Terry and I went down and spent quite a bit of time with them before we opened up Annabella's in West Palm Beach. And they are so gracious and so loving, and they've got a beautiful shop. So we hope that we'll be able to have you guys do that. If not, you'll have to rent cars or have, carpool for folks that are driving in and maybe go down. But more to follow. Okay, here's some more fun things. In today's newsletter, I am doing a Christmas designer spotlight. And the designer that I'm highlighting this week is Judy Whitman from JBW Designs. So if you know Judy's work, then you know how beautiful all of her designs are. If you do not know Judy's work, then there is going to be some links below. I'm going to show you one chart here, and then I'm going to make sure that you have subscribed to our newsletter so that you receive it every single Friday, where there'll be a lot more information. So this is an older chart, and that's one of the things that I love to do for you guys, is I love to not just show you new things, but I love to show you some classic charts and classic designs or vintage that you haven't seen in many years. And this happens to be one of them. One of my customers on Etsy reached out to me and asked me if I could get this chart. And when I saw it, I'm like, are you kidding me? Why didn't I have this in the shop? And it's by Judy. It's called French Country Angel. And I just think this is lovely. So there you go. And on the back, she includes all the information that you need. Her charts are beautiful. They're easy to stitch. They're quick stitches. But wouldn't this look lovely hanging on your tree or making a tag and gifting it to a friend? So be sure to check out our shop if you want to see all of the designs we carry, but it'll also be in the newsletter. Okay. Then Shabby Christmas by Annabella's Needle Art. This debuted last week. I showed you the FFOs. The charts are now in, so I'll go through them very quickly. These are each sold separately. There's 8 in the series. This is Shabby Christmas Tree, Shabby Christmas Mitten. We have a Shabby Christmas Star. We have a cute little gingerbread girl. And these are quick stitches. You can make these into pillows or tags. Our Shabby Belle, our cute little snowman. Then what would Christmas be without a snow-covered gingerbread house or a shabby house? And then last is our little gingerbread boy. So all of those charts are sold separately, so you could just pick and choose if one strikes your fancy, and they're in the shop. And they're also available in PDF, so you can download them if you prefer to download something. Here is another oldie but goodie that I ordered, and that is now in the shop. I gotta take it out of here. This is by Plum Street Sampler. It is called Sunflower House. I just love that. Sunflower House. Just something new. This was stitched on 36 count vintage Meadow Rue with 1/2, and the fabric is by Lakeside Linens. Very cute. And she lists where she got the frame from as well on the back of the chart. So there you go. All right, that's Sunflower House. Excuse me. Then for my folks that like to embroider like I do, just got in a couple, 3 charts from Bare Roots that I wanted to share real quick, because if you're looking to stitch up or sew a quick gift, these make great gifts. This is Marian Bright. It's a little dish towel. So this is just for the pattern, not for the kit. And DMC floss is all that's used, so it's super simple. That's Marian Bright. Then jumping ahead, we have Hugs and Kisses, perfect for Valentine's Day. Can you even believe I'm thinking about Valentine's Day already? But that's that. Whoops. Hugs and Kisses. And then we got in this adorable Merry Christmas stitchery. So there are like 4 little charts in here, 4 or 5 little charts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little charts. 5 little charts. that you can stitch up. And again, she's using just DMC floss, a little bit of twine, and she used a fat quarter of tea-dyed muslin to stitch on. Simple. Then I have some books to show you. I don't normally carry these books, but I am absolutely falling in love with Buttermilk Basin. So we're going to be doing a lot of their things here in the shop. We're going to be having some classes on felting, and we're going to be making a lot of the things that I'm going to show you right now. So the first is not a book, but this is a quilt pattern that I think is simply adorable. It's called Merry Christmas Quilt. Just look at this. Can you even? Look at how adorable that is. So this beautiful quilt finishes it off at 44 by 50. And it uses 3.5 yards of backing, 1 3/8 yards of red, 1/3 yard of green, and 1/3 yard of black, and boom. And then there is some wool requirements, but we do carry a lot of the woolly charms, which I'll show you in a minute, so that's not hard to pick up. So I thought that would be fun to show you. Then we got in 2 books. This is Christmas at Buttermilk Basin. So if you are not familiar with Buttermilk Basin, Stacy West is the designer, and she creates vintage style wool applique charts. And this book is absolutely filled. Let me see how many pages it is. It's 80 pages. Let me show you some of the things that are here. Look at that. Isn't he beautiful? So we have him. Let's see, here's a little red truck. Directions are super easy to follow, you guys, so you're not going to have any problems following it. Look at these stockings. Just filled. I wish I could show you everything. Let me go back here. Oh, there's some quilt patterns, simple ones that you can stitch. That's a mitten quilt. Look at these. Aren't these fun? I love them. So there you go. This is Christmas at Buttermilk Basin. Okay. And then she has this incredible ornament extravaganza. These are 45 easy to stitch ornaments. There's the back. And I'm telling you, I can't. These are so adorable. I can't wait to start teaching these classes. Look at that. How fun. So I'm always thinking ahead, you know, because you never know. Look at these. How cute. Look how simple they are. So there you go. These are wool appliques that you can embellish and hand embroider. You just add buttons and trims and you're done. And there you go. They can be ornaments. See how they have them here, just hanging off a tree or as a gift tag. So just wanted to tell you about that. And I only got 4 in of each of those books, so it's not like I've got a bunch. And then I grabbed this book. It's called Fat Quarter Christmas. This book is great. I don't know about you, but I've got so many fat quarters sitting in my stash that, you know, sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, what in the world am I going to make with all these fat quarters? So boom, along came this book, and it is filled with all kinds of ideas on what you can do with your fat quarters. And it's not just limited to making a quilt. There's all kinds of other things that you can do as well. So there's 25 quick and easy projects in here, all made from fat quarters or fabric remnants. So just thought I would get that for you guys. Okay, let me see what else I have here. This is so silly. I can't believe I'm actually showing this. I'm kind of embarrassed. Okay, so we carry a lot of buttons, but when I saw these buttons, I fell in love with them. So look at how cute these are. They're like they're like plaid Christmas trees, and then there's the little red truck, and this one over here, oh, is a red and black. Aren't those stinking cute? So if you're thinking of what to put on, maybe, you know, the center of a bow on one of your FFOs or what have you, these are great. We just got these in. So I wanted to show them to you because I know you're finishing up a lot of your Christmas items. And this one, if you look for it in the shop, it's called Home for the Holidays. Then we got in some new woolly charms. Let me show you these. These are the blues. Look, they match. So these are really pretty. Aren't those nice? So these are blues. This is gorgeous. This is called Candy Cane. Now we don't have a lot of these, but with Christmas here and you guys thinking about finishing, look at Candy Cane. So it's the white, the red, and the Christmas green. And then there's two more here, another white and another red. So these are 5x5 woolly charms, they're called, and they're just wool felt squares, 5x5s. And they're on sale. So then we got in yellows. We were out of these for like the whole fall season, so these are back in stock. This is the only one that isn't new, but I wanted you to see it. These are the yellows. And then last, jumping ahead to spring, we got in some great spring colors. This is called Springtime, Thyme. So look how fun these are. Right? Can you imagine? Great for spring finishing, right? Look at that. So there you go. Okay, now I have to talk to you about the ones that I don't have to show you because I'm going to insert the photos. All right, so the first one is When the Leaves Fall. Now, this book that I'm showing you right now is not to be confused with their Winds of Autumn book. A lot of people are pointing out that they thought that it was the Winds of Autumn book. It's not. So I think people from muscle memory subconsciously glance at the photo and keep going and don't realize that it's a brand new book by Blackbird Designs. So there are 10 projects in the book. It's amazing. It arrives today, so we have it in stock and ready to ship right away. But if you love Blackbird Designs, this is a must-have to put into your stash. They don't do a lot of releases, but when they do, it's something that you want to kind of grab. So that is available now, and like I said, it's called When the Leaves Fall. Then Silver Creek Samplings, this is adorable. This is called Sweet and Twisted. So how cute is this? This will be here next week, so it's in the shop now. You can buy it. It's not a pre-order. It's just 3 to 5 days shipping, and you'll have it quickly. So this is Sweet and Twisted. Then Cheryl over at Tiny Modernist knocked it out of the park with these two. This one is Jolly Christmas Bell Pull. Look how cute he is. Jolly Christmas Bell Pull. And the next one I love. This is Stitcher's Ornaments. I am grabbing this. This is going right into my stash for Christmas Cross Stitch Week or Cross Stitch Christmas Week, whatever, to stitch these because these are so, so sweet. Called Stitcher's Ornaments. And then Tra La La, I don't know if you're familiar with Tra La La. We carry most of their charts when they release them, but this one just came out. It's called 1, 2, 3 Noel. And I thought it was just adorable. 1, 2, 3 Noel. This is available too. And then Madame Chantilly, if you're not familiar with Madame Chantilly, take some time to get to know her and her designs because they are gorgeous and they're timeless and they are very, very popular. The first one, she just released 4 last night. First one is Mice and Hot Cocoa. So look at that. Aren't they adorable? Mice and Hot Cocoa. And then the next one is Bear and the Girl. Just look at that big white bear. He's so cute. He's like a big polar bear. Bear and the Girl. This one is hysterical. It's called Santa on a Vespa, and it actually reminds me of a trip that Terry and I took the kids on to Key West. And Michelle, my oldest, had just gotten her driver's license. She was 16. Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't know. We were horrible parents, evidently, because we put this child on her own moped and it was not pretty. Just suffice it to say, I'm laughing now. I wasn't laughing then. We were all on these, these mopeds driving all over the Key West, and poor little Michelle just, didn't know the difference, I guess, couldn't figure out what to do with the start and the go and the braking, and boom, she went flying and hit a fence. She was okay. She wasn't hurt. The guy in the house wasn't very pleasant. He was kind of annoyed, but he didn't make us pay for it or press charges or anything. But when I saw this Santa on a Vespa, it took me right back to that Key West trip. It was a lot of fun. Remember when Michelle was riding the moped and went flying in Key West? All right. right. That was Terry. I wasn't talking to myself. The next chart that she released is called Christmas Postcards. So how fun are these? Something different, right? So she kind of put a little bit of a vintage spin. That's usually not her style, but I love that she did these. They're called Christmas postcards. And that's it. That's all I have. I told you about JBW Designs. So, she is actually going to be sending a trunk show to our West Palm Beach retreat. So if you are coming to our West Palm Beach retreat, there you go. A little surprise for you. We are going to have not all, but some of Judy's beautiful charts, as well as some of her finished pieces at our retreat. So you might want to register if you want to see them live. So we're excited about that too. So be sure to check out her website below. And also, if you're looking for something to stitch up quickly, her ornament books are amazing. She's got 4 ornament books. I'm not going to insert them here. There's Christmas Ornaments 1, Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 3, and Roman numeral 4. And they're great. So if you're looking for something fun to stitch, there you go. Okay, Happy Mail. I lied. Last week I promised you that I would get Happy Mail out and that I was caught up. Well, I got sick and didn't get any Happy Mail out. So I know I owe you. I do hope to do it on Sunday when I'm here. The shop is closed Sundays and Mondays. So I kind of have to readjust my schedule now and get a standard operating procedure because it may take me a minute to figure all this out. But I will get your Happy Mail out to you. I promise. I haven't forgotten. I'll probably throw in a little something extra because I feel so bad. But I'll get your Happy Mail out to you. So if you're new, Happy Mail is just my way of saying thank you to all of you folks that comment on the question that I pose every week and then take some time to watch the video and be, proactive and participate because I love that. So every week I ask a question, and in order to participate, you just have to have a couple things going for you. You have to be a subscriber. You have to like the video that you're commenting on, and you have to comment specifically on the question that I'm asking. Just commenting won't let you win. You got to comment and answer the question. And you have to be over the age of 18 so I can ask for your mailing address. So last week, I asked folks, are you a Black Friday or a Cyber Monday shopper? And boy, was I surprised. A lot of you are just like me. You are Cyber Monday shoppers. You are not interested in going out and fighting crowds on Black Friday. You are a pajama, sit back and order from your couch person. That's me. But if you want to see what everybody had to say about Cyber Monday or Black Friday, go back and read the comments from FlossTube number 96. And the winners are Pam S., Linda Doolin, Paula Shattuck, Mary Keenan, Laura Knoll, and the Happy Stitcher. So congratulations. Please send me an email to annabellashop@gmail.com and I will get your Happy Mail right out to you. So let's talk about what we're going to ask this week because I'm getting ready to finalize my business plan for 2023. And when you're homesick, you have lots of time to think and you're not stressing and running around the shop or whatever. So I was thinking, oh no, I haven't thought about what I'm doing as far as clubs go for 2023. So here's the question of the week. What type of club, if any, would you like to see Annabella's offer to all of you in 2023? Would you like a fancy floss club? Would you like a fancy fabric club? And if so, would you like a fabric club by count or a fabric club by color? Or would you like a Bella box every month that is just filled with surprises? All Stitchy related, high quality, fun stuff. So let me know. That's the question of the week. It's kind of a complex question, but it's really not. Which club would you like us to have? And if you want a fancy fabric club, which color and count? Or would you prefer a Bella box? Or would you prefer fancy floss? Just let me know. It would be great. I'd love to know. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Finishing up. Nice short video today. Let's see, we did not have our sit and stitch in last week because I was sick, nor did we do Craft Tube. Craft Tube is every Wednesday. It's like Floss Tube, but it's for Annabella's Craft Tube. So we also do paper crafting here and mixed media art. So please join in on Wednesday where I hope to resume. I have it sitting right here on my work table. It's scrapbook related. So if you love to scrapbook and you're interested in preserving some of your Christmas memories that you're making with your family this year, you might want to tune in on Wednesday. So if I don't see you at the Sit and Stitchin' on Tuesday night or at Craft Tube on Wednesday, I will see you, I hope, right here next Friday for my regularly scheduled Floss Tube. So until then, everybody, be happy, be well, most of all, be kind. See you soon.